Rodrigo Lopez strokes out Javi Lopez, and then Trinidad Hubbard. Down he goes. Two batters after that. It's Bobby Bonilla. Down he goes. Lopez went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits and 1 run, pitched awfully well, struck out 5. Now it's Andres Galarraga, his 10th home run of the year. 3-run shot, ties the game up at 4 in the 8th inning. And that's the score 4-4. Andrew Jones. In inning number 12, a 3-run bomb. Last year, Jones had the game-winning hit in 5 of Atlanta's 31 last at-bat wins a year ago. He does it again here.
Top 6, 1-1, Greg Colburn. Down the left field line, past the bouncing ball in the bullpen. Luis Gonzalez, they're going to wave him in. Luis is coming home.
Here comes the relay throw.
And he is safe. Colburn safe at third. Diamondbacks up 2-1. Colburn 4 for 4. 2 RBI, a double shy of hitting for the cycle. Bottom 9, Joe Girardi. With Chicago down 4-2 to left, Luis Gonzalez. Girardi safe at first. Gonzalez's first error of the year. Next batter, it's pinch hitter Henry Rodriguez facing Matt Manti. Oh, Henry. Tied at 4, his 7th home run this season, all coming in the last 10 games. We go to extras. More pinch hitting heroics. Top 10, bases loaded, 2 outs. Rubiel Durazo, first full season in the bigs. To right off Aggie, brings in Bernard Gilkey and Kelly Stinnett. Diamondbacks go up 6-4. They win 7-4 in 10. So Manti gives up the game-tying home run in the 9th and still gets the victory. Mike Morgan worked the 10th, his 4th save. When asked about Henry Rodriguez after the game, Manti still couldn't believe the ball went out, saying, "That guy owns me." Masato Yoshii facing his former team with Colorado, hosting the Mets at Coors. Top 4 to Jay Payton. It is just past Tom Goodwin. Todd Zeal scores from first. Payton cruising into third. He's got a stand-up triple, and the Mets have a 3-2 lead. Next batter, Todd Pratt to left. Payton jogs in. Pratt 4 for 5. He raised his average from 238 to 346. Same inning, Yoshii walks Ricky on a 3-0 count. He was pulled after allowing 6 runs on 9 hits in 3 2/3. This was Mike Hampton Friday night. This is Yoshii with another moment of quiet reflection. Boy, what is it about the water coolers at Coors? Next batter, Derek Bell to right. Pratt coming home. Brent Maine is there. This is a catcher on a catcher. They know what to do. Knock the ball loose. Henderson paying attention. Yes, Ricky Henderson hustling. He scores. Mets go up 8-2, win 13-6. 23 hits for the Mets, ties a team record for a 9-inning game set in May of '64 against the Cubs. When reporters kidded Rick Reed about getting the win despite allowing 6 runs on 10 hits, Reed snapped. "What's so funny? You ever try to pitch here? It's not fun."
Trying to become first Indians pitcher in 50 years to strike out 10 in 4 straight years. Gets Wilton Barris in the top of the 2nd. Then in the 3rd, it's Manny Alexander. Ring him up, sit him down. Finley would strike out 7 in 7 2/3. Bottom of the 5th, Jacob Cruz to right center. Darren Lewis. I got it. I got it. You know what? I can't see it. Drops. 2-base error there. Run scores. Indians up 2-1. In the top of the 8th, Sox down 3-2. Mike Stanley, a fly ball to deep center. This is Jacob Cruz going back. Makes a grab, but hurt his knee. He said he heard something pop. The Indians are concerned he may have torn something. They'll know more on Sunday. Cleveland wins it 3-2. Finley goes 7 2/3, winning his 3rd straight start. He allowed only 1 fly ball the entire game. In his last 24 2/3 innings, Finley's given up just 2 earned runs. Blue Jays and the Yankees. David Wells, 27-9 lifetime at Yankee Stadium, taking on his former team. Derek Jeter here in the 3rd. Marty Cordova. Marty Cordova.
I thought he had a bad heel.
Great catch. Still 1-0 New York at the top of the 4th. Jorge Posada. Whoops! Somewhere out there. Raul Mondesi on his way to 3rd. Crazy throw. Top of the 6th, 2 out. Run on at first for Tony Batista. This guy can hit.
Hit hard to left center, in trouble for the Yankees.
All the way to the wall. Brad Fulmer scoring all the way from first. Jays up 2-1. They win at 6-2. Batista, 2 errors helped cost Toronto the series opener. This one he had 3 hits. Says Batista, "I helped my team. Yesterday I helped the other team." Former Yankee David Wells will win his second in 5 decisions against his former team. He did leave the game after the 5th with a stiff lower back. Rangers and the O's were in the bottom of the second for Cal Ripken.
2 weeks ago today, Minnesota.
Fair ball, drives in a run. Ripken 2 RBIs in the game, now 1586 for his career. That is now 26th all time. Mike Mussina looking for his first win of the year. Been struggling. Ruben Mateo, down he goes. Mussina struck out 6. In the top of the 9th, Mike Hargrove decided to stay with Mussina even though the bases are loaded. And it's just a 3-1 lead. But the decision was a good one because Mike Lamb flies out. Mussina the win. O's win at 3-1. Mussina 9-hitter. The staff ace finally getting his first win of the season. As Hargrove said, he's not going to go 0 for April. The O's have now won 9 in a row at home.
White Sox and Tigers continuing their truce in Detroit. Top 5, Jose Valentin down the right field line. It scores Greg Norton. Sox lead 2-1. Top 7, it's Jeff Abbott.
He had no chance.
To shallow left, Bobby Higginson, who was Bill Peto's pick to click. Good pick. Take another look. This comes after Higginson was robbed of at least a double by Chicago's Chris Singleton in the previous inning. Bottom 9, Keith Folk into close for his 4th save. Gets Poloni to chase a high fastball. And the Sox win 2-1. Chicago's 10th win in 11 games. Tigers a major league worst 5-17. Cal Eldred. This is Craig Paquette, and that's a home run, a 2-run shot, his 3rd. More on the Cardinals' home run efforts in a moment, later in the inning. Eli Marrero to Scott Rowland at 3rd. Rowland is just all over the place with these diving stops. He's a highlight machine. 6-2 Cards in the 8th, Fernando Tatis. Charge in this one, throw to first is not in time, and Tatis is not healthy. Pulled left groin, he is day-to-day. 6-6 in the 10th. Runners at the corners for Mark McGuire as Tatis exits. Big Mac to deep right. Not quite deep enough, but Fernando Vina comes in. Cardinals take a 7-6 lead there, and they win 7-6 in 10 on the sac fly. Craig Paquette's 2-run homer for St. Louis was the Cardinals' only home run of the game. St. Louis is homered now in 22 of its 24 games this season. They have 53 this month, so the Cardinals need 5 home runs Sunday to tie the 87 Orioles and 99 Mariners for the record for home runs in any month. Now, initially, the Reds and Pirates game did not make for riveting highlights. Here's why. First inning, Pokey Reese on 3rd. Ken Griffith Jr. To left. Will Cordero is under it, and he makes the catch, and Reese scores. 5 sac flies in this game, tying a major league record. Like we said, not exactly scintillating highlights. 4-4 in the 7th. This is Warren Morris, and that's a home run. Now we're cooking off Scott Williamson, his 1st of the year. It's 3-1 Pirates. Wait, there's more. Now how much would you pay? Reds trail 5-4 in the 8th. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Jose Silva. Oops. Sean Casey comes in. We're tied at 5. Next batter, it's Aaron Boone. And remember Warren Morris had the home run? Made it 3-1 Pirates. Well, Griffey scores from 3rd on the 2-base error. Reds win 6-5. Morris said after the game, I catch that ball 99 out of 100 times. Said Gene Lamont, he just missed it. That will happen sometimes. This was the 13th time, by the way, that 2 teams have combined for 5 sacrifice flies to tie the major league record.
Marlins and the Dodgers. L.A. once up 10-2. They're now up 12-10. 2 outs, top 7. Kevin Millar to left. 1 run comes in. Derek Lee is a tying run. Gary Sheffield's throw. Lee is out at the plate. So it's a 1-run game. L.A. up 12-11. Top 9. Jeff Shaw trying to close the door. 2 out. Derek Lee. Derek Lee has left the yard. 2nd homer of the game, 3rd of the year. We're all tied now at 12. Bottom of the 9th. Eric Karros with 2 on. Base hit. Sean Green comes in to score the game winner. A wild one as the Dodgers win it 13-12. The Marlins now have lost 4 straight by a total of 6 runs. Top of the 1st, though, it's A-Rod. He's now got home runs in 3 straight games, his 8th of the year. Seattle's up 1-zip. In the bottom of the 1st, Mike Sweeney off a hanging curveball from Aaron Seeley. Fair or foul? Fair. Home run is 8th. 2-run shot. KC up 2-1. Mike Cameron, part of that Ken Griffey trade. Look at that one go. His third of the year. Jeff Suppan gave up 6 earned runs in just 3 innings of work. All Seattle 11-3. A-Rod 3 for 5. The
A's and Twins in Minnesota. Ben Grieve. Hola, Senor Stumpy. Top of the 10th with the bases loaded. It's a grand slam. Grieve's 4th home run of the year. Wins it for the A's.